Alright guys, back for a second video today. I want to respond to a response that I got on Facebook after I shared my video about Triple H. So I wanted to respond to this post that I got. And I'm not going to read the post, but I am going to go over a little bit of what was said. So he says that I'm passionate about Charlie. This one's for you, by the way. You know what's coming. Passionate but wrong about Triple H. I'm passionate about wrestling because I love it so much, and it's trash right now. So my passion comes across as negative, but it's 100% truth. And if you don't believe that, that's your problem. We have this is hot garbage, and nobody's going to convince me otherwise. And I just, we sit and we take it on. I'm not going to get into it, but anyway, that's where that goes. He saw his career. Triple H saw his career launch from DX. I can't argue with that. But I'm going to come back to this in a minute because you said something later, and that result's going to come back here. So I'll step back to this in a minute. You mentioned him being part of the clique, and that famous Madison Square Garden night, and how he was punished for it. Yes, I know. I'm aware of all that. I never really took too much into that. That's also, Stephanie kind of takes away from all that, so I kind of just cancel that out. Anyway, I don't feel like that has any bearing. I think that was just a story to tell. I'm sure he called hell for it. I'm sure he did, but I don't think it's as serious as it's ever made out to be. So then you said, Rock and Triple H exploded together. Yes, but I never, ever, at that point in time, during that particular era, ever see Triple H, in my opinion, was never where Rock was. He never reached. Somebody said it in one of my videos earlier today about how Triple H has always had to rely on other people to get over. That was one of them. People elevated Triple H, right? Triple H didn't elevate. People elevated Triple H. Kind of how Cody is. That's very similar to what's happening now. Because the in-ring talent is there with Cody. You're never going to hear me talk bad about his wrestling, but you have to be able to elevate your opponent. And I don't know if Triple H ever really did that, honestly. So saying they came up together and they exploded together, The Rock was always 10 feet ahead of Triple H, in my opinion, during that era. I don't ever think it was close. Rock was miles ahead of Triple H. Now, you said something about Rock being in the plans for what's going on, and I mentioned this in one of my videos recently. Yes, Rock is part of the board, TKO, so I know he may have some influence, but at the end of the day, Triple H, his title, he's over creative. So yes, again, I said it then, I'll say it again now, he is responsible for what the crap that they're putting on television. He's the head of creative. Does The Rock have influence? I'm sure. And the thing is like, if you notice, every time Rock is a part of anything, that particular segment, that particular storyline, or whatever it is blown through the roof in a positive manner. Everything The Rock touches in WWE is golden right now. So it's the storylines he's not a part of that I question. Now, I don't know. I'm not crapping on the Cena heel turn completely yet because we have a ways to go. They have time to build that. I don't know what their plans are. I just didn't like the original. I didn't like the initial heel turn or the heel turn follow-up Monday night. Didn't like it. Didn't care for how it went. Didn't care for how it ended. Had nothing with him talking. I thought he talked too much. He didn't say anything wrong. I just thought it was too long, and Cody gets over on him the very first night, face-to-face. It's like he forgot how to talk on a microphone. And we all know that's one of Cena's biggest things. He will tear you to shreds on a microphone. So what happened Monday? He just sat there and let Cody walk away with nothing? Seriously? Nothing? That's what baffled me. And I still stand there that today. Like, I don't get it. Anyway, so yeah, the Rock being part of the plans? Absolutely. But Rocks are good. Rock is fine. It's everything else I question. Stars pampered. And then you said, okay, you made a comment about me mentioning Stars being pampered and how, you know, this has happened before. And you bring up HBK and Hulk Hogan. Bro, let me explain something to you. There isn't anybody on the roster right now, okay, that's HBK status. HBK is on my Mount Rushmore, okay? He's Mount Rushmore type, bro. And he's the only thing that WWE actually has still left going for it because he's over NXT. And you look at what's happening in NXT, and there's really great positive things happen over there. He's developing the talent. HBK is great. He was great then. He's still great today. You'll never hear me talk crap about HBK. When he was battling with Bret Hart and that whole thing was going on, I was kind of torn because I liked Bret Hart too. But one of the greatest rivalries of all WWE ever had HBK in it. HBK also had a huge feud with The Undertaker. HBK has been part of the best moments of WWE. So for you to even compare HBK to anybody in WWE right now is ridiculous, Charlie. And then you brought up Hogan. Now, everybody right now can trash Hogan till you're blue in the face. I don't really care. Hogan, if it wasn't for Hogan, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. If it wasn't for Hogan, we probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. Hogan helped create and build the foundation for what wrestling is today. Say what you want about Hulk Hogan. It all started with him. Say what you want about Hogan. Hogan helped create what we have today. You can hate him all day long today. I do not condone anything he has done, anything he has said. Frankly, he kind of gets on my nerves too. But you know what? I know where his legacy is. I know where he came from, and I know what he's helped build. So it is what it is. We don't have to like the guy. But you can't take him out of the equation when you're talking about the building blocks of the foundation of what we have today and where it came from. He's it. It started with Hogan. It is what it is. So for you to bring up HBK and Hogan is mind-boggling to me. Because, like, if you could have used any other names, but you used two of the founding fathers of this, what we love so much, this sports entertainment, this is what we love. And you use two of the guys who really put us where we are. And you could have used two other names, man. You got to go find two other names because those two names, nobody who's around today even comes close to those two names. Nobody. There's nobody in wrestling right now. Nobody. In any company, anywhere, that level up with Hogan and HBK. Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan are two people you can't compare anybody on the current roster with those two. You can't. Like I said, talk trash about Hogan all you want. You can even throw stones at HBK if you want to. I question it, but you could do that if you wanted to. That just doesn't have anything to do with the game. Anyway, so that's that. In pampering Cody, I don't understand. Pampering Rhea, I don't understand. I don't understand why they do these things. Doesn't make any sense. But that was my whole purpose into that whole rant. Let's see. Putting too much of the story. Putting too much of the door. Triple H, like, bro. This is what I was talking about earlier. Triple H is the reason. Triple H is the head of creative, and that is where we are, dude. So yes, when he gets 100% of the blame all the time, he signs off on what happens. Period. That's all for today. Love you guys. See you on the next one. Oh, here we go with SmackDown tonight. Good luck to all of us. Y'all have a good one.